Israel strikes high-rises in Gaza City, ahead of cabinet meeting to discuss risk of ground operation to hostages. In the most recent round of destruction since Israel ordered a complete evacuation of the city earlier this week, the Israeli military struck multiple high-rise buildings in Gaza City on Sunday after warning residents to leave several neighborhoods. Israel's assault on Gaza City appeared to be accelerating, with the military issuing evacuation orders for several towers in Gaza City within just a few hours Sunday morning. According to a source familiar with the situation, the strikes occurred prior to a meeting that was called by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to talk about how to avoid harming the hostages who are still in Gaza when the Israeli military launches a planned ground operation to take control of Gaza City. According to the source, the Israeli foreign and defense ministers, as well as the Israeli military and security service leadership, will attend the meeting. Around 20 hostages are thought to be still alive in the enclave, some of whom are thought to be in Gaza City. Meanwhile, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio was in the region on Sunday, arriving in Tel Aviv in the morning, then visiting the Western Wall in the Old City of Jerusalem in the afternoon. Al-Qathar Tower, which is located near the port of Gaza, was one of the targets on Sunday. The Israel Defense Forces, IDF, said it was being used by Hamas to observe the movements of Israeli troops in the area. It said that before the strike, steps were taken in order to mitigate harm to civilians, including advanced warnings to the population, the use of precise munitions, and aerial surveillance. Al-Qathar, an 11-story building, is one of several high-rises that have been destroyed or severely damaged by Israeli strikes since the IDF extended operations into Gaza City earlier this month and ordered nearly 1 million people in the area to head south. Hours later, after another warning was posted on X by the Israeli military, a multi-story building in Gaza City was struck but not demolished. The high-rise, known as Al-Mana Tower, is in the Tal al-Hawa neighborhood. Images and video taken at the scene show that another building at the Islamic University in Gaza was hit by several missiles and destroyed. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz posted a video of the strikes targeting the 6-story building on X, saying, "The Islamic University in Gaza is going up in smoke." Eliminating the sources of incitement and terrorism. Hospital officials said that Israeli strikes on Gaza on Saturday killed at least 74 Palestinians, with more than 50 of those killed in Gaza City. Al-Shadi camp in Gaza City was targeted late Saturday, as Israeli strikes intensified. Videos of the aftermath show a large fire had broken out in an area where people were sheltering. More than 50,000 Palestinians have been left homeless after the Israeli military intensified its action in the city over the past week, the Gaza Civil Defense said in a statement on Thursday. Civil Defense says that over the same time period, Israeli forces have destroyed more than 130 residential buildings in the largest city of the enclave. CNN has recorded the destruction of at least a dozen high-rise buildings in central Gaza since September 5. The Palestinian Health Ministry said Sunday that 64,871 people had been killed in Gaza since Israeli military operations began after Hamas' attack on Israel in October 2023, and 164,610 had been injured. Israel's escalating assault on Gaza City came as Rubio arrived in the country for discussions about the war and the hostages. On Sunday, he visited the Western Wall in the Old City of Jerusalem with Netanyahu and U.S. Ambassador to Israel Mike Huckabee. Rubio is scheduled to officially meet Netanyahu on Monday. According to 3 Israeli sources, the Israeli leader is likely to discuss his government's potential plans to annex the West Bank with Rubio. In response to Israel's attack on Qatar's capital city earlier this week, the heads of several Arab and Islamic nations are expected to attend an emergency summit in Doha on Monday as well. Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdul Rahman Al Thani, the Prime Minister of Qatar, stated on Sunday that the Israeli strikes will not deter the country from continuing its sincere effort.